Welcome to Chapter 10, Section 7, entitled Surface Area of Rectangular Prisms. To begin with, the vocabulary. The sum of the areas of all the sides of a prism is called the surface area of that prism. So basically, you have a prism. It has all these different sides. Right, here's area 1, area 2, area 3. The sum of all of those sides adds up. Now, if you know what a rectangular prism looks like, you know that A1 repeats itself on the back, and A3 repeats itself on the bottom, and A2 repeats itself on the other side. So, what that means is that the surface area S of a rectangular prism with length L, width W, and height H is the sum of the area of the faces. So basically, you can write a formula for this. You can say the surface area is equal to 2 of area 1s plus 2 area 2s plus 2 area 3s. You can also look at the fact that you have a rectangular prism length times width times height, and the front area 1 is length times height. Area 2 is width times height. And then area 3, the top part, would be length times width. So it's all the different combinations, LH, LW, WH, WL. And again, area 1, area 2, area 3. And so you double that. So it's twice 2 LH plus 2 WH plus 2 LW. This is how you can set up this whole surface area of a volume, or of a rectangular prism. So looking here, here's a side and a side, a top and a top and a bottom, and a back and front. Those areas are the same. All right. Here's the 2LW that I was talking about earlier, top and bottom. This is 8, 4, so if we're looking at the top and the bottom, this top portion here is 4 by 8. 4 by 8 is 32 times 2, 64. Now looking at the front and back, right? This is the front part. It's 8 by 3. So that's 24 times 2 is 48. And then we have the side portions, 3 by 4. That's 12 times 2, that's 24. So now the sum of all of that, 64 plus 48 plus 24. You add up all those together, and you get a 136 square centimeters. All right, so that's something to put in. to the next part. Area is measured in square units. So you will have meters squared, centimeters squared, inches squared, yard squared. It's the square units. So this is 136 square centimeters. All right, so that's the example. Now let's take a look at this one. Find the surface area of the rectangular prism. Well, this is length, width, height. The volume or the surface area formula is twice LW plus twice LH plus twice WH. Right? LW, LH, and then the WH is the only other combination we don't have. So, looking at these labels, 2 times 6 times 2, 2 times the length is 6, times the height, plus 2 times the width times the height, and we'll work it out. 2 times 12, 2 times 18, 2 times 6, and now we're just showing all of our work. This is where it's going to be very important for you to show your work, show the steps, absolutely write the formula down because it will help you. $72. So all of that tells us the surface area is 72 square feet. Length, width, and height. Right, according to the order of operations, first you simplify within parentheses, then multiply, and finally add from left to right. Please remember this order of operations. It's what we just did right here. Multiplied in the parentheses, then multiplied, and then add. All right, here we go. Here's that formula that I wrote down for you. Measure 13 inches long, 7 inches wide, 4 inches deep, which would be height. So length is 13, width is 7, height is 4, and we go from there. Plug in the information. L, 13, W, 7, length, height, width, height. So, order of operations in the parentheses first. Sorry, not H. 4. Well, 13 times 7. 91. 13 times 4. 52. And then 7 times 4 is 28. So we've simplified within parentheses. Now multiply by 2. It's 182, 104, 56. And now adding. Let's add these two first because that's 6 and 4, 160, 182, 342. So the surface area of this box is 342 square inches. Do not forget the units, please. Do not forget the units. All right, let's draw this picture of this box. It doesn't have to be to scale, but it will at least help us label length, widths, and heights. A box measures 9 inches long, that's length, 5 inches wide, and 12 inches deep. So we're going to use that as height. So my length let's use this as the length, 9 inches. This as the width, 5. And this as the height, 12. Obviously, it's not to scale, so don't worry about that. But use our formula. Write the formula down every single time. 2 times length times width, plus 2 times length times height, plus 2 times width times height. And plug those in there. We know L, 9 is L, 5 is W, and 12 is H. So plug them in. 2 times 2 times, and then 2 times. It's a matter of simplification now. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 12 is 100. 108. 2 times 60. All right, doubling things. That's 90. 216. 120. This becomes, let's see, combine these two together. That's 300. What is that? 306 plus 120 becomes 426. So the numerical value is 426. And since we're dealing with inches, it should be 426 square inches. All right, so it's this formula that's going to be really important for this section. All right, so upon completion of these note-taking guides, you should also do the CYUs from page 557, exercises 1 through 4, all. In class, we will go ahead and do these problems. All right, good luck.